ask you to list a marsupial, I'm sure many of you would list representative species such as the wombat, the koala, or the kangaroo. However, if I were to ask you to list a representative species from the Americas, you might not be so quick to reply. Opossums are the only marsupials found in the Americas, and their reproductive strategies are much more complex than simply carrying their young in a pouch. The only species of opossum in North America is Didelphis virginiatus, the Virginia opossum. The order name Didelphimorphia can be broken down to mean two wombs, and this hints at the unique reproductive strategies of the opossum. Male opossums have a bifurcated or forked penis. This led people in the past to believe that the males would impregnate the females through the nose and she would then sneeze them out into her pouch. If an egg is fertilized, it will move from the oviducts to the uterus. Then, the embryo will be nourished by uterine milk by means of diffusion. The trophoblastic cell layer prevents cells of the mother's immune system from reaching the embryo and seeing it as a foreign enemy. This is why marsupials have a relatively short gestation period in comparison to placental mammals. If the embryo were to remain, the mother's body would terminate the pregnancy. Due to this, an opossum's gestation period is usually only 12.5 days, with them being roughly the size of a honeybee at birth. They'll only have a torso, a head, and 2 front legs. So the opossum then has to climb from the mother's vaginal canal to the pouch. Blind and only having front legs to use, the 5 to 24 embryos rely on negative geotropism, which is a desire to go against gravity's pull. They also rely on the mother's salivary scent trail that she's laid from her vaginal canal to her pouch. Once at the pouch, the highly underdeveloped opossum will attach to one of 13 teats. The number of teats limits the number of opossums that will be able to survive. Attached to a teat, the opossum will begin to develop rapidly and stay connected to the mother for 8 to 9 weeks. The baby opossum will continue to nurse until around 4 months, when it will begin to fend for itself and eventually leave the mother. Although many people overlook our resident opossum, these complex marsupials represent an important step in the evolution of mammals. So maybe next time when you're driving late at night, please don't swerve to hit these fuzzy critters. For me.